30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey.
After 6 years of silence, clips connected to Nipsey Hussle's death are resurfacing. Footage many people say was never meant to be seen. At the same time, a separate tragedy has shaken Los Angeles, the killing of Big U's son. Now the internet is connecting dots, pointing fingers at people from Nipsey's own circle. The streets are talking, and once again, the story of Nipsey Hussle is back in the spotlight. The marathon never ended. Before we go any further, it's important to understand what this story really represents. This isn't just another hip-hop headline or internet conspiracy. This is about a man who meant everything to his community. A brother who wasn't just chasing success for himself, but trying to change the conditions around him.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Police say Jabari was shot and killed near Figueroa and 69th Street.
We're talking about Nipsey Hussle, born Ermias Joseph Asgadam, Grammy-winning rapper, entrepreneur, and above all, a dedicated community activist in South Los Angeles. Nipsey wasn't just rapping about the struggle, he was actively trying to fix it. He invested an estimated $2.5 million back into the Crenshaw neighborhood through businesses and local initiatives. He purchased an entire strip mall at the corner of Crenshaw Boulevard and Slauson Avenue, where he opened the Marathon clothing store. It wasn't just retail, it was a smart store with technology-coded tags that unlocked exclusive content through an app. And that was only the beginning.
I called Nipsey, and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey.
Nipsey had long-term plans to redevelop the plaza into a mixed-use complex with roughly 100 units, including affordable housing designed to benefit local residents, not outside investors looking to gentrify the area. He also co-founded Vector 90, a co-working space and STEM center in Crenshaw, partnering with real estate investor David Gross. The goal was to connect underrepresented Black and brown youth with opportunities in tech and Silicon Valley. This wasn't talk. Nipsey was building real infrastructure for generational wealth in a community that had been locked out of it for decades. That vision was cut short on March 31st, 2019, when Nipsey was fatally shot outside his Marathon clothing store. The world watched as Eric Ronald Holder Jr. was later convicted of first-degree murder in July 2022 and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Prosecutors established that Holder shot Nipsey multiple times after a conversation centered on rumors of snitching. Surveillance footage showed Holder greeting Nipsey peacefully before returning and carrying out the shooting. Despite the conviction, conspiracy theories never disappeared. Online discussions have continued for years, touching on everything from alleged government involvement to the documentary Nipsey had discussed about Dr. Sebi, an herbalist who was acquitted in a 1985 trial for practicing medicine without a license. Nipsey mentioned the project in a 2018 interview, but no evidence has ever linked the documentary to his murder. Still, speculation persists in certain corners of the internet. What reignited the conversation in 2025 was not new footage from 2019, but a convergence of resurfaced clips, interviews, and tragic new events, starting with the killing of Jabari Henley, Big U's 34-year-old son, on October 31st, 2025, in South Los Angeles. A graphic cell phone video from the scene went viral within hours, showing police response and the aftermath. Jabari was reportedly shot after approaching a vehicle that fled the scene. By most accounts, Jabari was not deeply involved in street activity. He was an aspiring musician who worked around his father's label, but largely stayed out of the spotlight. His death reopened scrutiny around Big U's past and alleged ties to Nipsey's case, especially as Big U sat in federal custody facing unrelated RICO charges he continues to deny. Resurfaced interviews, disputed clips, and old allegations spread rapidly online, drawing millions of views amid Big U's indictment. None of it has been confirmed by courts or investigators, but in the streets, stories move differently, and sometimes whispers carry more weight than headlines. But sometimes those whispers don't stop at speculation. Sometimes they grow into full-blown rumors that take on a life of their own. That's exactly what's happened with the allegations surrounding Big U. What makes this situation especially complicated is that the claims aren't coming from just one place. They're coming from multiple voices across different platforms at different times. One of the most talked about allegations came from Loose Cannon during a No Jumper podcast appearance in early 2024. According to Cannon, Big U allegedly called him claiming Nipsey was already dead before the murder had actually occurred. Cannon said he then called Nipsey to confirm he was alive, only for Nipsey to be killed roughly 30 minutes later. It's a serious accusation, and one that immediately went viral. But that story was quickly challenged. Loose Cannon's own twin brother appeared on the Streets and Scholars podcast and flatly denied that the phone call ever happened. Online, particularly in forums like Reddit's r/CaliBanging, users began questioning Cannon's credibility, with some calling him unreliable, and others pointing out that gang historian Alex Alonso has publicly stated Cannon is not affiliated with the Rollin' 60s. According to those voices, no respected figures from that community have backed his claims. Things escalated further in August 2024 when a short video surfaced featuring Wack 100 and Black Sam, Nipsey's brother. In the clip, Wack suggested that if you put all the pieces together, Big U played a role in Nipsey's death. The involvement of Black Sam, Nipsey's own blood, gave those remarks added weight. Then in April 2025, headlines circulated claiming Black Sam alleged Big U had placed a bounty on Nipsey. While details from that interview were limited, it reinforced the perception that Nipsey's family harbored serious suspicions. Former rapper SKG also made explosive accusations. Following Big U's federal RICO arrest in March 2025, she publicly accused him of orchestrating Nipsey's murder, claiming he had terrorized the Crenshaw community for years. SKG went further, alleging personal abuse and later stating that after speaking out, she was told a hit had been placed on her. These allegations were repeated during a No Jumper appearance in April 2025. None of her claims have been proven in court, but they added fuel to an already volatile narrative. Big U's criminal history is often cited as context for why these accusations gained traction. In 1991, he was convicted after attempting to rob an undercover sheriff's deputy in a cocaine sting, serving roughly 13 years before his release in 2004. Afterward, he re-emerged as a music executive and community activist, founding the nonprofit Developing Options. Federal prosecutors now allege that organization was used to commit fraud, claiming millions were misappropriated from anti-gang programs. Allegations Big U denies. Big U has consistently pushed back. In past interviews, including Drink Champs, he denied any beef with Nipsey and claimed they remained in contact until Nipsey's death. He even shared text messages from the day before the shooting to support that claim. In 2024, he sent a cease and desist letter to No Jumper over the Loose Cannon allegations. In a surprising twist, that letter was reportedly seized by federal authorities during a raid, suggesting investigators were at least aware of the claims, though no charges related to Nipsey's murder have ever been filed against him. The history between Big U and Nipsey adds further complexity. A physical altercation between them in 2011 led to police intervention, and Nipsey later released a diss track aimed at Big U. Despite that, the two appeared to reconcile by 2016, working together during the Victory Lap era. When all of this is laid out, one thing becomes clear. The official record still says Eric Holder Jr. acted alone. Everything else lives in a gray area, where street narratives, personal histories, and unresolved tensions collide. And in communities like this, those stories don't fade easily. The defense tried to argue that Eric Holder acted in the heat of the moment, but the jury didn't buy that story at all. Court records revealed that grand jury transcripts, more than 500 pages, described a 4-minute conversation before the shooting, where Nipsey confronted Holder about rumors of snitching, one of the most serious accusations in street culture. To understand how this tragedy unfolded, it helps to understand who Eric Holder was. Born around 1989, Holder was known in the neighborhood as an aspiring rapper using the name Fly Mac, often referencing violence in his lyrics. He was from the same Rollin 60s Crips set as Nipsey, which made the situation even more heartbreaking. Same hood, same background, same struggle. A woman who was dating Holder at the time testified under immunity that she saw him load a gun, heard shots fired, and then drove him away after he threatened her. Another witness, Herman Douglas, confirmed hearing the snitching accusation and seeing Holder flee the scene afterward. Prosecutors painted a clear picture of premeditation. One detail that often gets overlooked is Holder's mental health history. Evidence showed he had been diagnosed with auditory schizophrenia at 19 and experienced paranoia and hallucinations, including a manic episode weeks before the shooting. This information wasn't used as a defense at trial and was only considered during sentencing, where the judge ruled it did not outweigh the severity of the crime. Now, here's the part that matters when talking about all the conspiracy theories surrounding Big U. No official investigation has ever linked Nipsey's murder to Big U, and authorities have not connected the killing of Jabari Henley to Nipsey's case either. The LAPD considers Jabari's death a separate incident. Big U's federal indictment does not mention Nipsey Hussle at all. The 107-page complaint focuses on unrelated allegations involving extortion, fraud, and other crimes, all of which Big U has denied and continues to fight in court. His upcoming trial may bring clarity, but as of now, no legal connection exists. Despite the noise online, Nipsey's impact on the community is undeniable. His death sparked rare truce talks between rival groups, bringing people together in ways not seen in decades. Even individuals from opposing sides spoke with respect about Nipsey, showing the reach of his influence. Murals flooded Los Angeles, streets were renamed in his honor, and his legacy expanded far beyond music. From business investments to youth education to job creation, Nipsey was building something meant to last. His family continues that mission today, keeping the marathon moving forward. So where does all this leave us? The official story says Eric Holder acted alone, but in the streets, questions still linger. Between resurfaced footage, old interviews, and unresolved tensions, the speculation hasn't faded. If you want follow-ups as this story continues to unfold, don't forget to subscribe and stay locked in. More updates are coming, and you won't want to miss what's next. No matter what, one truth remains. Nipsey Hussle changed lives, shifted culture, and left a blueprint for empowerment. The marathon didn't stop. It lives on in the community, the vision, and the people he inspired every day.